This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 585, 3 Morning Habits of Highly Productive People by Sid Savara with goodlifezen.com, and I'm Justin Malik. How's it going, old friend? Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to OLD, which stands for Optimal Living Daily, the podcast where I narrate blogs for you every single day, including holidays. Before we get to today's post, thank you to Talkspace for playing a big part in keeping this show running. Talkspace is an online therapy company, genius idea, that makes therapy affordable, convenient, and confidential. A Talkspace therapist can put you on the path to a happier life. For a special offer just for you, come by Talkspace.com/old. For now, let's hear another post and start optimizing your life. 3 Morning Habits of Highly Productive People by Sid Savara with goodlifezen.com. You have a limited number of hours every day to do it all. Complete your professional tasks, work on personal projects, spend time with those that matter to you. A quote that I remind myself of daily is, quote, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives." Annie Dillard. We talk about doing things next year or someday, but the truth is this moment, today, right now, is the tomorrow you talked about yesterday. It is the next year that you talked about last year. And when you were younger, you thought that someday was far away in the distant future. But I've got news for you. Today is that someday. Someday is here. To make the most of your life, you've got to make the most of your day today. And to make the most of your day, I believe you got to make the most out of every morning and the way you start your day. Why? Well, imagine the alternative. Imagine waking up in the morning and browsing around aimlessly online. Imagine going to your inbox, opening an email, and then deciding I'll reply to that email later and going back to browsing. Before you know it, a few hours have passed, and what do you have to show for it? Does the web browsing make you happier? Does it help you connect with people who matter most in your life? Is it helping you achieve your goals? Most of the time, I bet the answer is a resounding no. Quote, "Lose an hour in the morning, and you will spend all day looking for it." Richard Whatley. But there is a better way, and it's this. Start your day by controlling the first hour. Today, I want to give you actionable advice you can use right away. Let's get real specific talk about your first hour of your day. What can you do in your first hour to make the rest of your day as productive and successful as possible? I've seen these habits referenced everywhere from Brian Tracy to Tony Robbins and his Hour of Power to a variety of entrepreneurs who have written extensively about their morning habits. Though they all vary in specifics, they hit on 3 key areas, so you can mix the strategies you see fit for what you think is best for you. For each area, let me explain the why first, and then the how. Habit number 1, physically prepare yourself. The purpose? By taking care of yourself physically first thing in the morning, you make sure you're caring for your body. You help your blood circulate throughout your body effectively, which gets oxygen flowing everywhere, especially your brain, which uses 20 to 25% of your oxygen. Your brain is a high-powered organ, and this first step is aimed at helping out your entire body, but especially getting you mentally prepared for the day. How to do it? Number 1, drink a glass of water. After sleeping for 8 hours, your body may be slightly dehydrated, so the first thing I do is drink 16 ounces of water in the morning. I've seen recommendations of anywhere from 8 ounces to a quart. Number 2, engage in 5 to 30 minutes of physical activity. If you want, you can run, you can go for a swim, or you can start with walking and light stretching. The purpose isn't to get in a total workout. Remember, it's aimed at getting your blood circulating so you start to wake up and can ensure you're getting oxygen to your brain. Habit number 2, mentally prepare yourself. The purpose? Now that your body and brain are prepared, we want to activate your brain. You've got a clean slate, or are about to, and what you focus on now is going to help set the tone for the rest of the day. Do not skip this step. The results can be astounding. How many times have you gone half a day before you suddenly remembered something very important to you that you needed to get done? By focusing your mind in the morning, you're much more likely to remember it sooner. How to do it? Here you can pick and choose from multiple options. If you're doing light stretching, yoga, or various martial arts movements in the morning, such as Tai Chi, you may choose to combine this with number 1. Meditate. You can build a meditation habit starting with as little as 1 minute. Visualizations. Close your eyes and visualize. Tony Robbins suggests starting with what you are grateful for, such as friends, family, and special moments in your life. He then suggests visualizing an idealized version of what your life could be. Daily planning. You can picture your day, what you need to do, the important tasks for your day, and spend a few minutes visualizing it. Visualize getting ready, your career, your workout, and your projects. Habit number 3, spiritually and emotionally prepare yourself. The purpose. Now that you're physically and mentally prepared, it's time to spiritually and emotionally prepare yourself. This may be something you touched on already in meditating, but I like to break it out separately. So often, this is one of the crucial areas of our lives we neglect, but it's just as important. Spiritual and emotional energy is what will sustain you when you're physically and mentally exhausted. It is just as important to renew this as mental and physical energies. How to do it? Number 1, express gratitude. You can do this as part of visualizations, as I discussed earlier, or you can do it separately. For example, if you have a gratitude journal, you can write in it in the morning with a few things you are grateful for. Number 2, affirmations. Some people like them, some people don't. I leave it to you to decide. Personally, I like to pick one as a focus for a week or month, such as value your time or treat everyone with love and respect. I find doing this as a 30-day challenge helps make it part of my life. You just listened to the post titled 3 Morning Habits of Highly Productive People by Sid Savara with goodlifezen.com. I'll give a takeaway for this episode and short commentary, but first, thank you again to Talkspace for keeping the show alive. Talkspace is an online therapy company, and they make it really easy to connect with an experienced, licensed therapist, handpicked just for you. And it's as little as $32 a week, which is awesome. My favorite thing about it is that you can send your therapist text, audio, and video messages whenever you want. That's huge. But you can also do a live chat, whatever you're comfortable with. You can talk about work or family, anything that's on your mind. A therapist is ready to help. I highly recommend checking it out if you've ever thought about talking with a therapist. You can use the code OLD to get $30 off your first month, all while showing support for this podcast. You can use that at talkspace.com/old. Again, that's talkspace.com/OLD. And a quick note about drinking water first thing in the morning. For some people, that doesn't make them feel good. If you don't like it, don't force yourself. You got to do what works for you. And for a takeaway today, what stuck with me is the daily planning, because that's something that I'm doing right now. Take just a minute, picture your day, and even better, write down just a couple of things that you'll accomplish that day. Use that for inspiration when you wake up and get started right away. If you can do just that one thing, it'll definitely help. I'll leave it there. Thank you for listening all the way through and every day. I'll be back tomorrow with a post from Steve Pavlina, where you'll hear some stuff that you probably never knew about him before. It's an interesting one. I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.